Mike, ready? Blue lady. 55. What's the run? They're running.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready? Blue lady. 30.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Now a carry for Lindsay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run. It's Lindsay. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. David Onyemata in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 outlaw. You got 4. 80 weapons.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Completes it to Austin. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down.
30 base. I'm going to come back to you. Protein spill. Check 15. Check 5.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. You don't want none. Switch. Mike, 50. Hey, Charlie. 3, Mike.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Go now, 70, Indy. 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Watch the screen. Rush in, rush on traffic. Big grip.
On 1st down, Henderson, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Locke. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Tighten up. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56. Squeeze, double. Hit it.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Get the field, defense. Ready.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Man, that's trash.
Here's Henderson, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Undercrunch.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play fake. Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. David Onyemata has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a huge play that time. 53 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Green, come with me.
Here's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ain't no such thing as a look. We taking wins. 5 on the 50.
They'll run here with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Locke. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
218, chopper. Hey, high 7. 5.
On first down, Locke. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Locke gonna throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
61, match box, right. Get that ball. Shift, watch the shift. Deep river.
Now it's Henderson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. I'm coming.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
53, Mike. I got it. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got his target. It's Austin for the Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, 25. Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, screen, come screen.
Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kendall Beckwith charging hard for that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Safety's creeping. Flip. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 30. Next defense, no gap.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Austin. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go out. Sponge. No. Smooth.
Clock now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 on the 50.
Following the interception, Winston. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down.
Watch the run. 58's the money.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Winston under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jameis to throw it. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to
and he will take it in for the touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this will be a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 53, Mike, 53. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Locke, he finds Austin complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
You got tight right there. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Check. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Danny. Whip. Greystone, travel. Now.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Henderson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Austin's got it left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, it's Henderson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it's 21-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
That's 8-3. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Hey, orbit. Check. 53.
On 3rd down, Block. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch. Slant. Where we go? Showing up. Watch out. He's coming. Where we go?
Another run by Lindsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Under 10. 10. Easy. Switch it. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. Check 37. Shift. Check. Alert 3.
They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Philip Lindsey. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
General West. Hey, seam 6. Hey, what's the ball?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Completes it to Austin. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
They run with Henderson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. About 3 yards there to the 27.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And some room to roam now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hey, lock it. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Winston here to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check safety, check safety. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. A final score now from Oakland. And it was the Raiders who were able to come away with a victory there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. He's got Fuller. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check, 50. Hey, Charlie. Hey, we got to get to the ball.
One final try for Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA